want to share something one of my supporters told me yesterday because I think it relates to all artists and content creators alike. They told me, as long as you keep putting out good music, I'm always listen and share it with my peoples and shit. And just kind of click with me, like that's really all we got to do. Is just consistently put out material that people like and just stay true to that. You know what I mean? Build you a plan, a strategy, a brand, and just, keep grinding it out. I think a lot of times, like people only go so far, and then, when it ain't working out fast enough or good enough or big enough as they wanted to, then, they kind of just stop in their tracks. And it's like once you stop, if you try to pick back up, you pretty much got to start over. So I think it's just important, to keep going, and you'll eventually, keep growing and keep building, as long as you doing something right and appealing to people, which really ain't that hard to do these days because there's somebody pretty much everybody, as far as like, music go, like all types of music, as fans for us. Um, Even when it come down to the YouTube, like people can just create a lane for themselves on YouTube, talk about whatever, and some people, not everybody, not most people, but a lot of people, is making something out of it. So it gives other people hope, that we can get to that point, and that's kind of like the point of this video for real. It's just trying to build and grow on YouTube, and recognizing like the milestones and shit like that. So my song Introvert, I put that out a little over 3 years ago on DistroKid, just a song, like, and then I put the video out maybe like a year and some change later, but it's only the first verse. But anyway, the song itself was the only thing I had out for a while, so that's what I was promoting on Instagram and shit. So people would, go report, to the song because that was the only thing that was out at the time. So over the years, it's been getting consistently played. So I'll say, recently within probably like the past month, I've been noticing that it's been at 9.9K. So I'm like, damn, it's run up on 10,000. So this morning, when I get home, get off work and shit, I'm sitting here. I go on YouTube Studio and I'm like, let me go, check and see where Introvert at because I'll look and see, what got played in like the past 60 minutes and shit like that. So I had seen Introvert got played 3 times. So I'm like, all right, shit, let me go see where I'm at with it. So I see that I'm at 9,996. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm 4 plays away from 10K. I'll probably fucking around, might get that today. So I put my phone down and go about my business. Maybe like 45 minutes to an hour later, pick my phone back up, and I'm like, shit, let me go refresh and see, if it got played anymore. So I go back to it and I see, Introvert was officially at 10,000 plays on YouTube, man. So it's definitely a milestone, man. It's like the first thing on YouTube that I got in, at 10,000. So, yeah, man, or anything really close to that. Like, I do have, faith and confidence that one day, like the rest of my music will get discovered the same way Introvert did. And it'll start doing numbers, you know what I mean? It's just, like that was, my breakout song and still continue to be because I still continue to promote it. It's just one of them ones, man. So, shit, that was definitely, yeah, that was definitely, a milestone for me, and I probably will be showing a little bit more enthusiasm if I was so tired. Like I said, I worked all night, and that bring me, you know what I mean, to what I want to say next, man. Because it all kind of go, you know, hand in hand between YouTube and work. So I get to work last night. And just for context and details, working like a produce company, basically sell food to like you know, a lot of the restaurants in the area and surrounding areas and shit. So basically me and a few coworkers, we just walking around, riding around pallet jacks all night, um, building pallets of, you know, different food, whatever the restaurants and shit order. So you know, you talking like, you know, 50-pound bags of onions and potatoes and shit, a bunch of heavy ass boxes of fruit and all types of shit. So you know what I mean, doing that, you know, 7, 8 hours, sometimes longer, you know what I mean, that shit beat your body up, but at the same time, you know, it gets you in good shape. But anyway, I'm getting my pallet ready. I had just got, you know, my route, you know what I mean, I'm getting ready, you know, start picking my pallets. So I'm like, you know, grabbing the pallet and all that, and it's like three coworkers, they standing around talking, and I hear one of them, you know, tell another dude like, "Yeah, man, you should get up on the YouTube, man, and you know, start a channel, and you know, like, you know, people getting paid off of that shit or whatever." And I walked by and I was just like, "Hell yeah, man, it's just good money in that shit." And I just kept it moving, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, I just walk in the middle of shit, and he was telling like the guy was, you know, kind of older and shit, and he was basically telling the guy like, yeah, you know, you just, you know, get on camera and talk your shit, and you know, start a channel and you know, upload it on there and this, that, and the third, you know, have like a little ambiance going and shit. Um, so he telling the guy all this, and like I said here, the guy he telling this a little older and shit. He like, yeah, that sounds like hard work. And I just happened to be in the vicinity, and again, I said, nah, this shit right here that we doing now is hard work. Like, and you know, they all just kind of laughed. It was like, hell yeah, man. And it's like, yo, if you think that's hard work, like, you know, just doing what I'm doing right now, getting on your camera and just talking about whatever, yo. Like, it's people really, you know, like figuring out, you know, how to engage and build off of this shit, man. Like, I may or may not end up being one of them people, but I do know that it's worth a shot because I ain't trying to keep building these motherfucking pallets at 5 nights a week, man. Like, you know, I'm trying to enjoy life, man. I'm trying to, you know, travel, keep making music, and you know, I don't want to say talking shit, but you know, just you know what I mean, like chopping it up and all that. Like, you know, I just want to be able to enjoy life, man. I'm about to be 40. Like, I know I'm not technically nowhere near towards society's retirement age, but you know, I would like to, you know, get to a point where, you know, I can just, you know, kind of kick back a little bit and not be, you know, doing this hard manual labor type shit. So, I mean, that's just where I'm at with that, yo. But, yeah, man, I was just like, he talking about some hard work, man. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, but then, like, that's why I said, you know, it's because he older and shit. Like, you know, the older generation, they not really, you know, designed to be, you know, doing all this shit here. Even though, you know, you are starting to see more do it, you know what I mean? It's older people out here blogging and podcasting and making music and all that, making content, TikToks and shit. So I don't even really think it's an age thing. I think it's just, you know what I mean, you either built for it or you not. But I mean, if you got a mouthpiece and you gonna talk anyway, you know what I mean, you might as well get on the camera and, you know what I mean, have something to talk about for real and just put it out there for whoever to see. You never know who's gonna run across shit. Like, I mean, same thing with the music for real. Like, you know what I mean? You just make the music that you want to make. You put it out there. Don't overthink too much about the results and none of that. You know what I mean? Just do what you do and do the best you can and hope for the best. And shit, that's really all I got, man. But Yeah, I mean, definitely appreciate everybody that checked out Introvert. Like I said, man, John hit 10K today. Just past 500 subscribers. Like I said, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, for real. Like 527 now. So running them ads on YouTube definitely help. You know what I mean? It's like I ain't really with all the paying to get boosted and what I mean, paying them third party services for all that phony shit. Let me just run an ad and see what type of organic traffic I can get. And you know what I mean? Like, I say all this to say, like, like, if you somebody had me watching and you considered, like, making a YouTube or putting your music out there more, but you just ain't got that, I mean, that drive to do it, man. It's like, yo, you really ain't got shit to lose, man. Like, what I mean? You just gotta, like, set goals and reach them, and it'll build your confidence, and it'll, what I mean, make you want to be more consistent towards doing it, because I'm kind of seeing that for myself, man. Like, I ain't really cared too much about it, YouTube, like, this time, like, 2 years ago, for real. Like, I was just like, let me put this music out there and, hope for the best. But now it's kind of like, it all goes hand in hand, what I mean? Music really ain't enough no more. So, shit, just we gotta do what we gotta do out here, man. Me personally, like I said, I don't want to be slaving forever. You know what I mean? Like, I've been working a long time, and I ain't no stranger to it, and I ain't gonna complain about it. But at the same time, like, if there's a alternative way to bring in some income to where I can enjoy my life a little bit more, then I'm all for that shit. So that's what I'm working on, man. And shit, that's all I got, man. Till next time, Rich.